Hey, I hit 100,000 on YouTube. There's a lot of people on the channel now, and I'm overwhelmed. Anyway, today we're gonna be making funfetti cake. Last time for my 20,000 subscriber special, I made cake. I also made cake. No, I didn't. I made cookies. I have a bad memory. Instead of mediocre cookies, actually they were less than mediocre. It's okay. They were questionable. I actually didn't eat most of them. But today we're gonna do something more fun. We're gonna make funfetti cake. This is not sponsored, not an ad, but could be. Ugh. And while we make cake, I'm going to answer questions from my patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much for being a patron of the channel. You guys have been absolutely immensely awesome and cool, and all the good adjectives that you would use for someone cool and good. So I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. What the fuck? Okay. Life is already so hard. The first question comes from Nick, or Napalm. What is your favorite Voss quote? From Far Cry 3, if you don't know. Voiced by the guy from Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul or something. My favorite quote has to be, the next one is from Kit. What's your social security number? 15. They also ask, what is your first stuffed animal, your favorite, and your most recent? I haven't purchased a stuffed animal for myself in about ever. However, I have 3 for show and tell today. My favorite one is Mudkip. I got him for my 8th birthday. He's an old man, but he's my old man. He can also stand up by himself, so that's a plus. This one was also a gift. This is Inuyasha, but unfortunately, he cannot stand by himself. It's just disappointing on all fronts. He always has to be leaning against something, like, God. And this one I sleep with every night. Oh, I need water? Hold on. What's your most embarrassing favorite show? What is the most recent anime you've watched? Well, I guess I can tackle both of these in one answer, I guess. Oh, I need the egg. I don't want to put the egg. Ugh. I'm not really embarrassed of any shows that I watch. I think because I don't watch a lot of shows in general. I need paper towel. I guess the most recent anime I've been watching is Sailor Moon, because it was always like on TV and stuff, but I never like watched it, you feel me? I don't know if that's embarrassing though. I'm not embarrassed. I don't regret anything. That's not true. Ayu asks, would you rather never slay again or slay so hard every day that slay loses all meaning? I'd rather be the blueprint for slaying, so much so that no one else can even use the word slay. They just think of me, and it's lost all meaning because the meaning is me, so no one else can use it. Bada bing, bada boom. Have anything original popping on the music front? Well, actually, huge announcement time. I am dropping a song. If you've watched my Charlie Puth video and you heard the song that I made at the end, I finally finished it, and it's dropping in August. What day? I don't know. It's probably on the screen because I haven't chosen when I filmed this. When I'm filming, I haven't chosen it yet. Follow me on Spotify. The music video and the song is just gonna be a really good time. It's called Plastic Love by me, inspired by Plastic Love by Maria Takeuchi. There's lumps. I can't have these lumps. Last one, got any good dessert recipes? Well, in fact, I do. First, so it's a little complicated, but first you're gonna wanna go to the store. So you're gonna pick up eggs, butter instead of oil, and water. Make sure you have water. And then you're gonna pick up a box of this. It's foolproof. Anyone can make this delicious dessert. Not sponsored, but could be. Giraffe Blues asks, how did people in your personal life react when you told them you were going to do YouTube full time, and how did they feel about you hitting 100K? Also, congrats. Thank you, Giraffe Blues. Giraffe Blues has been around the channel for a long ass time, so thank you. Well, for a long time I was doing YouTube, I was working a job 30 hours a week, if not freelance 30 hours a week, and then the other rest of my life was spent doing YouTube. I call it the rest of the 10 hours to complete the 40-hour work week, but it was way more than that, okay? I was driving myself into the ground. I mean, people had their doubts, of course, and the absolute madman in me was like, I need to do this this now because I need to show everyone that I can. Stop telling me to get a real job, Mom. But once the channel started taking off, the company that I worked for went under. So I had no choice but to do YouTube full time, but I was so lucky that my channel started picking up steam right when I lost my paycheck. Very lucky, very thankful. And so how did they react to me doing it full time? Well, by then I was already at like 40,000 subs. So they were like, okay, there's some real potential here. I guess we'll believe in you now. And that just, like, that can hurt, you know? If someone doesn't believe in you from day one, but once they see you start picking up steam, they're like, oh, let's jump on the bandwagon now. I'm too cool for you now, babe. Just kidding. But I have gotten so many nice messages of like friends and old friends of just congratulating me, and it's been really nice. And this is what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to entertain full time, and I'm doing it now, which is so freaking cool. Shen asks, what your favorite lip balm? What's your fav lip balm? I don't use lip balm, but I do use lip gloss, and it's just the regular Sephora brand. Okay, it's time to pour this into this, and we're gonna put it in the oven. What's your favorite genre of music, and why is it prog rock or nu metal? It's basically shitty pop punk from the 90s and early 2000s, and I will not elaborate. Should I butter the pan first? Probably, right? Congrats on 100K. With that achievement, you now have a theme song that triumphantly plays whenever you enter a room. What is that theme song? I don't know. Probably like Roller Coaster by Blink-182 or something by Ariana Grande. Just like magic, just like magic. Can you make a cake for our next Q&A? No. Congrats! Thank you. I remember in one video you were talking Portuguese for a joke for like a few seconds before cutting it out. As a Brazilian, I wanted to hear the full thing because you sounded pretty good. Thank you! Do you speak fluently? What other languages do you know? I can understand everything, but I cannot speak good at all. I can barely speak English. So, eu tento falar português quando eu posso, mas eu fico embarrassed. Eu não sei outras línguas. Eu posso ler um pouquinho de italiano. Eu posso falar um pouquinho de espanhol, mas eu não consigo entender muito bem. Espanhol é muito rápido pra mim entender, mas português eu sei. Minha artista favorita brasileiro é Luan Santana. Eu adoro sertanejo. What is your favorite lo-fi hip-hop radio beat to relax/study to? I just listen to like Nintendo music, to be honest. Although my friend Cormac makes really good lo-fi beats and we made a song together, you should definitely go check that out. I'm gonna go put this in the oven. We are back with our regularly scheduled programming. I can barely speak English. Cake. Everyone. I will now be attempting to transfer this cake onto this cutting board. I do not have a proper plate. Actually, I might. How old are you? I am 24. Do you plan on branching out into different types of content? Yeah, probably. Like music. If you could be an animagus, what animal would you want to be able to turn into and why? So I think an animagus is like a Beast Boy type situation, like from Teen Titans. And if I could turn into any animal, cat. Why? Because I was thinking like, oh, if I did like a tiger or something, like if I could choose something, it would be a tiger. But then like they get hunted by us. And so I chose cat because they don't get hunted when they're trying to have a good time. And usually have a pretty cozy life. Do you ever struggle to come up with ideas for videos? Yes, but most of the time it's like, oh, I have this grand video topic that I definitely can't get done in a week. And that could be fine, like I can take more time on a video, but if you're trying to upload weekly to take advantage of the algorithm, then, you know, sometimes it doesn't really work out. So, like when I have the time during the week to choose a heavier video topic, then I will. Half the cake stuck to the bottom. Who is your tallest friend and when are you coming to visit him? What is your favorite musical instrument? What instrument do you wish you could play? My favorite is probably the piano. It's so versatile. It can do anything. It can play anything if you have like a MIDI controller with it. Also the synths. Ooh baby. The synths are so delicious. If you could have one Pokemon in real life, what would it be? Oh, okay. Probably Umbreon to have as a pet. So now we're gonna cut off the top to make it even so I can frost this properly. Yeah, this is working. Oh god, I don't have any of the proper tools for this. So now with the skinned part, you just eat it. I can't tell if it's so hot still that it's like damp or if it's still a little raw. I stuck a fork in it and it seemed fine. I'm depressed about my lopsided cake. I'm just gonna push this off to the side. No one will ever know how many crumbs there are. Any middle school favorites, like for bands and musicians? I guess you could call me, not like the other girls. I was listening to All Time Low and Taylor Swift. I was listening to Pierce the Veil and Lady Gaga. I was truly a consumer of many genres. And that is also when I learned the guitar as well. My first song that I learned was Teardrops on My Guitar by Taylor Swift. I need to vacuum after this. It's time for frosting. My vision for this cake is frosting all around. Yes, sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles, sides, okay? And then on the top, we're gonna put these candles that say 100 000 for 100,000. Yeah, you think they all fit? What celebrity, YouTuber, etc. would you want to hang out with for a day? Basically anyone that I've collabed with. I'd want to hang out with anyone, really. I'm trying to think if I could choose, because all I can think about is me meeting them and then it being extremely awkward. Not because of them, but because I never know what to say. Like, are we friends? Are we meeting up for the first time at this point? Like, I need to know what point of the relationship we're in when we're hanging out for the day. Who do you think I would vibe with the most in real life? Let me know, because I don't really know. I need the internet to tell me. Dude, like, I would love to hang out with anyone, from Pokimane to Mark Hoppus to Michael Reeves, who I apparently look like. The Twitter poll that if I look like Michael Reeves or not, I've gotten this comment so many times. It was split so evenly. I didn't get a conclusive answer. I'm torn. I don't know what to think. Haha, it looks good. If you could hire someone to help you out with one thing, what would it be? I kind of just need like a life manager. I like editing videos by myself. Sorry to everyone who's emailed me wanting to edit for me. I appreciate you. Okay, it's sprinkle time. I don't know if there's a strategy for this. Should I use a spoon? Do you think I should use a spoon? I'm gonna get a spoon. Well, it's certainly a cake. Here, what if I... Oh, yeah, that's working. That's what I'm talking about. Sprinkles are so expensive these days. No. Sprinkles by itself are not it. I think I just need to use my hands. Am I as bad as famously satisfying? Alright, the last question of the day is... What advice would you give 2019 long-haired Gabby? Oh dear. I would say don't make a cake. Ever. I would say keep going. Maybe try to cry less about YouTube. Oh my god, this is not gonna work well, is it? Is that edible? No, that's not edible. Okay, new plan. We're just doing 100. I would also tell her, I'm proud of you for I'm proud of you for believing yourself. Believing? That's not a word, is it? And I'm proud of you for not giving in to people who said you should not do YouTube. I always believed in myself, and next time on Sesame Street, I'm gonna teach you how to count. Oh, wait, but first, I have a special ingredient. The last part of the last question is, how are you doing today? I'm trying. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe in the middle. This looked prettier in my head. Okay, thanks, bye. Let's hit 200,000 next. Thank you. Bye.